What's going on, my North County fam? I'm your girl Kelly, and I'm here to give you the rundown on what happened in St. Louis County government this week because my job is to attend the meetings, so you don't have to, and I'm gonna get right to it. Mentioning my highlights or lowlights, but I'm gonna say highlights. I'm trying to keep that positive energy out here in the universe for us because we needs it. And then I'm also my favorite part of the show, my legislative corner. So I'm gonna get right to it. So this week, I attended the St. Louis County Council meeting. They are meeting in person now, and I saw your boy Sam Page in the flesh. So he got called out, and he came, I guess you could say, and attended the meeting in person. So, from that meeting, I did want to lift up a couple of things. So there was a communication from County Executive Sam Page, recommending legislative action requested by the Chief of Police, Mary Barton, to authorize the appropriation of coin. We're talking about $400K, $400,000 to the police department, and these funds would be used to provide complete coverage of body-worn cameras, 10 new body cameras, 10 in-car video systems, 10 interview room bundles, and battery backup systems for all 350 in-car video systems. So, a lot of surveillance for the police, y'all. And then something else I wanted to lift up from that particular meeting. So when the meeting was finished, at the end, the council members, they can provide their, any announcements or, thoughts, whatever the case. And so Councilman Harder, he actually said that he, was pitching this idea with his fellow county council members, and that I guess they kind of pair up to tour their, their partner's district. In an attempt to gain an understanding of the challenges that other districts face, because they're not only just, they are representing their district and their concerns, but at the end of the day, St. Louis County Council members are also representing all of St. Louis County's interests. So I thought that was pretty interesting to share. So I know Harder Days, they said Harder and Days, they gonna partner up. I think council members Webb and Trachis, they may be kind of partnering up. So yeah, we'll see. I thought that was interesting. And then I did attend the Justice, Health, and Welfare Committee meeting yesterday. And the topic was regarding the update on how St. Louis County Police Department is progressing on the recommendations provided in the Teneo Report. So again, y'all, number one, we know St. Louis, we love our reports. But all jokes aside, this report was completed and published in like December, I want to say. And so there have been a couple of like meetings just to kind of touch base with the police department to see like how they're progressing. I know it was like weird because a couple of meetings, one of the meetings, the police chief was like, yeah, we have some plans, but we can't show you all because we haven't touched base with the board of police commissioners yet. And, I have to do my due diligence to show things to the board before I show things to you. And I was just like, really, sis? Okay. So, they provided, some updates on things that they're doing with regards to crime prevention. There's a lot happening there. Something that struck me, I was like, damn. On average, St. Louis County Police Department is seizing 1.5 guns per day. Let's just round that up to 2 guns per day that they're seizing. And this isn't including, because again, they're working with like state level authorities and federal level authorities as well on these different task force and things. So them alone, not including the state folks and the feds, but them alone, they are seizing almost 2 guns a day in St. Louis County. Right. So I know they also mentioned things about, increasing their community engagement efforts. Obviously, COVID really stifled a lot of that. It did. So with things seeming to kind of be trending in the positive direction with regards to COVID, there will be, I guess more events with community really like hanging out and getting to know the community better. Something else I wanted to mention, I guess they had also expressed that they are working on sharing data, crime related data, all of that stuff, and other resources with municipalities. So, we know St. Louis County Police Department, they cover unincorporated St. Louis County, and they also have contracts with some of the smaller municipalities. And obviously crime is not like in one boundary, right? So, St. Louis County Police Department, they have to partner, they need to partner with these municipalities because crime, this is a regional issue. So that was discussed. And then also something I thought was interesting is that the police department, I guess this was pre-COVID, maybe, I don't know, but I guess they've had some like community engagement activities or acts or whatever, I don't know, and where they ask the community their take on the use of force policy of the St. Louis County Police Department. And so the police department, I guess they've incorporated the feedback they got from the community to tweak their use of force policy. So all in all, from the Teneo Report and the police department, how they're progressing on the recommendations in the report to make the police department, better. They working on it, y'all. So the last thing, the legislative corner, my favorite part of this show. So, yes. So during the St. Louis County Council meeting, a bill was officially introduced, and this is sponsored by Councilwoman Shalonda Webb. And if this legislation passes, it will create a vaccination incentive program in St. Louis County. So, I'm sure y'all done heard about all the other places throughout the country. You got, Joints for Jabs in Washington, or Jabs for Joints, whatever it is, where, you get your shot and then you get, marijuana. Obviously, this is not that program. This is not being pitched for that. Then you have other places where you could enter into a raffle to win like $1 million. This ain't what we're talking about. But the program, this incentive program, it basically would be, they would be slanging gift cards for folks. So you get a shot, cool. You could either get up to $100, for your groceries, or up to $50 to get you some gas. So they're looking at this costing roughly $875,000, and this this would be spent utilizing the ARPA coin, aka the American Rescue Plan Act coin. So so we'll see what happens with that. That's it for this week, y'all. Please stay safe. Have a great weekend, and you'll see me soon. Peace.